don't get me wrong. I was taking a propaganda at them salmon. You know what I'm saying? All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Sooner or Later podcast. And this week, we're doing week 2 of the Best Picture nominees. So that means we are at Marcus Theaters. And it started off strong. Am I right, boys, with these animated shorts?
Super strong, man. I was so captivated by all of these shorts.
So we're animated shorts was the first thing on the docket. And this year was not a great year, I would say.
So the first one's Our Uniform. I thought it started off slow. As it ended, I was like, okay, it's okay.
Towards the end, I kind of like that one.
It was good towards the end. It started off slow where I didn't care. Art
Little
style's cool, though.
Little weird, though, to drop like the all Iranians hate everyone, right?
Yeah.
That was a little strange.
Yeah.
I didn't really love that.
I didn't expect that.
Not a great time to come out, too, during the current climate.
Real bad time to come out.
Well, I think all these generally try to be like that.
It's a lot of propaganda.
No, like...
I don't think all of them are a lot of propaganda.
I mean, every one of these
on
is...
theme.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I was taking a propaganda at them salmon. You know what I'm saying?
And that's honorable mention. That ain't even...
Yeah. So Our Uniform was the one about
the
Iranian
children.
woman, right, and being mad that she has to wear the hijab, or
Yeah.
not being mad based on the opening text. I couldn't tell.
It was just saying, like, hey, this is my experience.
Right,
but
right,
I'm not
right.
saying all of them are bad.
What was
Yeah.
interesting, though, is, like, I see the point of view because she's just like, yeah, but there's only girls here, so I understand why at school we have to. I understand in other situations.
In
Yeah.
the public.
Which, yeah, I can get that. I understand why she would be upset about it.
I did like this one as well, though. I thought
Yeah.
this one was good. I thought the animation style was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was on actual clothing.
Cloth, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next one, James.
Letter to a Pig.
Letter to a Pig was weird.
Art
Little
style
weird.
still also
The
cool.
opening
It
was
goes-
very cool.
Sopranos. We all agreed.
Yeah. Dude, that foot, dude, in the one shoe.
The whites or whatever it's called. That
But, like,
episode.
It was
I could.
kind of weird that he was talking to a bunch of children and was like, and then I killed the Nazi, to their
Yeah.
faces. That was odd. What a weird
what
choice.
I didn't get is the pig saved him, but then the kids attacked the pig.
So why did they demonize the pig? I don't know about that.
I don't get that.
But then it's like reborn, so I don't know.
It's a teacup pig.
I don't get the
But
symbolism.
the pig helped him out. The pig's a good dude.
But are
But is he a good enough dude?
What are these children? Is it supposed to be like, oh, this is how they see him, and they're like, I don't know if this is like a thing where they're
they
German,
yeah, I
he's
was saying-
Jewish.
No. They're all. I thought they were all Jewish children. No,
I don't know.
I mean
But-
he's speaking Hebrew to them, right? Or was he speaking German?
It wasn't German.
It wasn't, right?
No.
It
Yeah.
was Hebrew that they were
Yeah,
speaking.
The
you're
only
right.
thing I could think of is like they're still teaching the young children like, hey, this was really bad. You need to know this was really bad. But like, I think I just don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I don't get it either.
And this
It's too-
wasn't like the zone of interest where
Yeah.
I didn't get that, like why it's good. This one I can see why it's good, but I don't get the message.
This one was interesting. Yeah.
It was interesting, yeah.
The art style where sometimes it would look like human, and then like,
So that's a good point that you bring up, and I think we'll talk about it a little bit later if we talk about Wild Summons. What is animated and what constitutes an animated short? Because half of that stuff in the Letter to a Pig were just pictures of a
Yeah.
dude, like it
Yeah.
was actual video footage of a man.
And then they were like, "Oh, you just sketch over it real quick."
Just do some of
Yeah.
this over it,
Yeah.
which looked cool, but how much of it needs to be drawn
yeah.
versus like a real
I'm sure
person?
there's a strict like criteria and everything, but who knows?
Yeah. Okay,
Next one.
pachydermy or something like
the
that.
French one.
So the French one. This one felt bad. Did not like watching it.
Yeah.
What was the point of it? Like, it was
She was being
sexually
sexually assaulted by her
That's
grandfather.
why she goes into the wall and the wall.
Right.
Yeah.
And the
thought so.
monster outside of her door
Was her
is
grandfather.
her big. It was
Yeah.
just. Look, I get it. Really didn't need that at 10 a.m. on a Saturday morning,
No.
though.
I
That was
needed
tough.
good vibes, not
Because like even the thing
Right,
is,
yeah.
she's afraid of the world and tries to blend in with everything around her, giving her the opportunity to observe from far away. While staying with her grandparents, Louis tries to understand the sad parts of her life. But as a victim of incest, Louis also struggles with amnesia.
Right, because
But-
she's shutting out the traumatic
Yeah.
moments of her life. I can understand that.
And then
I mean, that's what I thought was happening. It was super weird.
was the grandma being okay with it?
I don't think was the grandmother
she was-
okay with it, or she just didn't know. I
She
took it
had
as she
to
didn't
know.
know.
I
man.
think it's like I know, but I don't want to admit it.
I'm
So-
not gonna say
Mm.
anything. I'm not gonna say
No.
enough to the grandpa.
or even like a lot of things that happen with stress though is like once you admit it, it makes it real.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
So like, if she ever admitted it, then she had to come to terms with those emotions.
yeah.
And so it was easier for her to
Just to
turn
ignore
a
it.
blind eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I did like the symbolism of the roses and
Mhm.
stuff like that. That sucks that her grandfather was a fucking piece of shit though.
Yeah.
Like tough watch on a Saturday morning though.
Next one?
Next one is the 95 Senses.
Now this is
Yeah.
the first.
Now 95 cents is slapped.
Yeah.
Now is it because we're American and we didn't have to read?
It
I mean,
helps.
No, so the reading didn't hurt, but the way that other like people tell stories is
Mhm.
so different than the way that we tell stories, right?
They're like heavy-handed with it, whereas like the
No,
American.
I think Americans are more heavy-handed.
No, but the ones we watched were heavy-handed compared to the American one. The American was funny at first, and then you realize the gravity of the
Wait,
situation.
you think Letter of Pig was heavy-handed? That was real abstract. That was
Mhm.
some artois shit, you know?
No, I guess that's what I mean. They're more artois. Was
So that's not heavy-handed. That's heavy-handed is like dumbing it down. They're like banging you
Oh,
over the head
okay.
with it. So 95 Senses was heavy-handed.
Yes.
Like they really spelled everything
Yeah,
out
yeah.
for you.
That's what I mean.
You say I killed somebody by
So
accident.
it was the opposite. Yeah, I mean, like they didn't leave anything up to the imagination.
No,
he
they told you
really
everything.
walked you through everything.
Mhm.
But like, that doesn't make it bad.
I guess I was talking about heavy-handed emotionally, whereas they're
oh no,
trying to-
then
they're-
you're just saying heavy.
yeah heavy.
Just heavy
Yeah.
in general. I mean,
Whereas American was light, and then you're like, oh wait,
all of them were heavy. None of these shorts that we watched were happy.
the American one less so. I guess this,
He spoilers for the shorts murdered a family of
Brother.
7, Eric.
but he's
he's-
so happy.
but he was happy.
set them on
He was
fire.
like,
he wasn't happy.
He was
He
good
did-
golly, brother.
but no, he was just ready to
Dude, when you
die.
spend 45 years in prison, though, you accept your life.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Our
But, like, he
uniform
didn't even
didn't
get his
seem
catch up, bro.
That sad though. Like it just seemed like, hey, this is a situation.
Oh,
Then I went
that's
to
true.
America,
Yeah.
I got to be my true self.
I got to show some tit.
yeah.
I'm gonna cut that part, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's half of really what that short was. She was like, "Man, I can't
just wanna
sling
be
no
free."
ass." Yeah, what the fuck?
And the last one is War is Over. I thought it was cool.
That one was kind
I
of
thought it was cool, but it was mid.
I thought it was lame.
The art
Yeah.
style reminded me of the Klaus or whatever it is.
Yeah, the real recent like
Yeah.
Christmas movie.
Mhm.
I think it looked amazing. I don't
Unreal
think
Engine.
I don't think anything looked bad this year. I
Mm-mm.
just think the stories didn't hit compared to the last year that we were here.
I
Like
thi-
they just
yeah.
weren't as good, I don't think. But like I think the only problem with The War is Over is like it was cool, but I feel like there's got to be other animated shorts that were better.
We're just constantly getting bombarded with war as of late.
Yeah, it seems
World
like
War
a
II.
lot.
Everyone loves World War II.
Yeah.
No,
I-
that was
or-
more akin to World War One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see the point of the Christmas song though. Like
Well, it's
'cause
based off
Yoko-
of John and Yoko
Yeah.
Ono's song. The whole animation is based off that song.
She's a
Or, like,
producer. She was a
inspired
producer.
by
she was
it.
a producer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
And then her son
Yoko.
with John Lennon too.
She ruined the
Fuck
Beatles.
that guy. No, John ruined the Beatles.
Both
The
of them.
Beatles ruined the Beatles.
Yeah, the
honestly.
Beatles really did ruin the Beatles. Being
And that
fucking
was,
ugly and
and that
having
was
bad
the
teeth.
5 official nominated shorts.
Yeah.
I really want to talk. Let's talk about Wild
Yeah.
Summon. First off, they didn't have to make them look like that.
They were gadded up.
Dude,
for no reason.
They went.
Scatty
They went into that
3000.
room and they were like, "Hey, can you increase it a little bit?
No.
Increase the size of the."
How do we change the sizes of the women? Oh, there's just
The
a little
slider.
slider. Can we just take that one all the way to the right?
As I was watching that one, a lot of it, I was like, "Is this real?"
So
I think-
that was the other one that I was talking about. 90% of that is just filmed on location in
Yeah,
Iceland or whatever
yeah.
the
You
hell.
You think it was actually? I thought it was all game engine.
No,
No, these are like
way.
3D characters inside of like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not convinced many of the birds were also like I think some of the birds were real. And they were just taking pictures of birds and
The
like
bear looked kind of real.
No,
No,
the
that
bear,
bear
looks
looks like
so
shit.
bad.
He
The
died,
bear looks
dude.
so
You're
bad.
wild for
Nah,
saying
dude,
that.
from the water and looking up.
You
I
need
was like-
glasses, dude.
I was like, y'all
He was
wild
too
from
far
jumping
away.
in front of that bear.
I mean, I would have let someone else jump first and then slither
Yeah.
past them or whatever.
I mean, that's what she did.
yeah,
But
yeah,
it was,
yeah.
I guess it was all metaphor for the salmon industry.
It was
And-
barely even a
I guess-
metaphor. They were
No,
saying
yeah,
salmon
that
straight
one,
up.
That one heavy-handed, because she was just saying salmon.
If they
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
though, because at first it's like, this an alien movie?
I was like, "Is this Ark?"
Yeah. I like that one a lot though. That one was
Yeah,
like
it was
harrowing.
interesting.
It's like all the best parts of like watching like a Planet Earth or whatever.
They should have got the boy though. They should have got him. They
He's
should have
ex-
got
he's ex-
Attenborough.
He's expensive though. Do you
Yeah, I
do you
guess
want
a-
to pay
I
the
guess
money
a short
for that?
film
Yeah,
can't afford
no.
that.
No.
In the cat one,
No,
On-
I
on
wasn't
hip.
gonna talk about that one.
I mean, kind of funny for 30 seconds. Then I was like,
They
why are
could've
we doing
shortened it.
this?
It definitely didn't need to be 2 minutes. 2 minutes of that shitty
A
song.
minute 20.
But the animation there was good too.
All the animation the whole time.
Yeah.
Everyone was
And
good.
it's an animated
And that's
short.
actually
so, like,
animated.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one
They
was
did-
fully
They
animated.
didn't cut corners and like film actual people.
Yeah, I think it was cool because we saw different art styles like
Yeah.
through everyone, so that was kind of cool.
So we're at 10 minutes. We're gonna cut this probably by a minute or so, and then I gotta cut out the one part that I said in there. Editor, remember to cut that out.
We'll fix it in post.
Yeah, that one we are gonna fix in
Yeah.
post.
Overall,
So we're gonna. I say we just blow our load on this one. What are you guys picking for the ballots?
95 cents is. I don't
Yeah,
know what else.
I also go 95
like
cents.
95 cents is better, but I think either our uniform or the French one that we don't know the name of.
Yeah,
I think the
Taxidermy?
French one's gonna win.
I wanna-
That topic is such a good topic for an Oscar bait.
no, I think our uniform, based on everything that's going on, is gonna.
That's I mean
I
that's
wouldn't be
why
mad if
it's-
that one.
I think honestly I'd be a little mad if Letter to the Pig to
I
a
wouldn't.
big
Yeah.
one. That one was a little
Not
too
because
out
we're
there.
you know.
I mean, it's kind of interesting that those are both during the same time, though.
Yeah.
It's just so weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I kind of would prefer the French one to win, just because I like the way that they told that story better. But if our uniform won, I'd be like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
duh.
Mhm.
It's like oppressing
But if
women.
USA, USA.
I mean, I mean, 95 cents has hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
That short is
And
fantastic.
that old Silver Dome boy from.
Oh man, Tim Blake Nelson is
Mhm.
fantastic, bro. He's so good.
And I felt like it told a whole story versus some of them are
Yeah.
just like a little point in time.
And they make they make you fill in the blanks. Whereas
Mhm.
this one is like, no, he told you literally his life story.
Yeah.
All the way to the bitter end, and then boom, that was it. Yeah. All right. What are we seeing next, fellas?
Anatomy of a Fall.
Anatomy of a Fall. We know nothing about it going in, so
I'm
hopefully.
assuming someone's gonna fall in the movie.
I think we're
is
gonna
it
see an anatomy
sci-fi?
book. I literally know nothing
I
about
feel
this
it
movie.
feels sci-fi, right?
Hopefully.
Well,
I
for
don't
us,
know.
we're gonna have to wait 2 hours.
Yeah.
But for the viewers at home, they have to wait until right now. It's not gonna really work because we're in a different spot now, so the
Yeah.
whole setting is gonna be different. I guarantee the camera didn't look exactly like
Nah,
that.
You'll make it work.
So I'm gonna cut it in with the other snap.
You could like flip the camera. I feel like it'll look the same. It won't look that different.
You think?
Yeah, because the way we're positioned is still in the corner.
Oh, it's the same corner.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
uh-huh.
might. I think the only thing would be like where it was at on the table. You know.
Yeah, the TV like up is.
Oh, that too. Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't even think about that. And we're gonna have to leave this all in. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sooner or Later podcast. Doing the Marcus movie marathon. Oh, this doesn't have. Oh, Marcus.
doesn't have
yeah,
back,
look at that.
Ooh, shut up, Marcus.
Shout out Marcus.
And Movie
Sponsor me,
Tavern.
please. In the movie tavern. All right, so we saw the shorts, animated shorts earlier. Now we're back with Anatomy of a Fall.
Yep.
Right. That movie was fucking rad.
I thought
You
it was
know,
really good. I actually
dude,
kind of loved
At
it.
first, I was like, "What? I don't know." But then once you get like gripped into the story and
Bro.
like what's going on,
It's like what would have happened with Gone Girl if old girl would have actually killed herself.
Yeah.
This is
Holy
exactly
shit.
what would have played out.
What's crazy too,
Except
though,
in French.
even in the end, like stuff, I'm just like, man, if this was American, they would ruin this.
They would have made you think like, oh no, did she do it?
Mhm.
They wouldn't have ended on like a hard she
Mhm.
didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I think it's still ambiguous enough. Those people are still gonna have because that's why they have the website and everything like that.
Is there a website?
no, I remember at the beginning it was like, "Did she do it.com?"
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
uh-huh.
and we were all like, "What the fuck is
But
that?"
that's got to be like a fan site.
It's like a
right?
marketing type thing.
Well,
I'm
sure, but like a
I'm sure
like
people putting theories
Redditors
and
doing
stuff.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mhm. I mean, we should check it out. Not right now, but like,
This is some real tar shit.
Yeah,
though.
it
This
is some
real
tar stuff.
Dude, I was thinking of Tar the whole time. Like
Yeah.
she kind of looks like
Yeah.
what's her name?
Oh, wait, who is in Tar?
Kate Blanchett,
Is-
right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's Kate
She
Blanchett.
kind of looks
Yeah.
like it.
but
a
no,
little bit.
So once it gets to the trial, though, hot.
Dude,
I was
oh
locked the
So,
fuck in, dude.
Murder mystery. I
I'm
love it.
so glad that I'm not the only one though, because the whole time I was thinking, I was like, these motherfuckers are about to roast me when I'm
Yeah.
like, I
Nah,
love
nah,
this
nah.
Well,
shit.
if you don't love that, if you don't like that style, though, the movie's boring. But like,
I mean,
the
but
pr-
we love. I mean, I love true crime. Joy
Yeah.
loves true crime. I'm assuming.
my thing is, I don't love true crime, but like, it gives you like, oh man, Mr. Ballin would be covering this.
Dude, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
So the crazy part too, like, I don't know how you guys felt about the prosecutor, but the whole time he was my enemy, cause
The guy in the
fuck
red?
fuck
and the
that-
judge, dude.
Fuck that skinhead fuck. I don't want to
Yeah.
be too loud here.
Yeah,
He was a Nazi, right?
yeah.
The way he was
It's
In
because
looking.
she's
France?
German, dude.
Yeah, dude. I mean, there's right-wing extremists
Okay,
everywhere.
okay.
Eric.
But I thought it was crazy though, because I'm like, he would say something and then just be like, okay, cool. Then the defense attorney would say something and be like, well, no, can't allow that. I was like, bro, and then it's just spoiling at this point. But I'm just
Are
like,
we, are we
I
spoiling
mean,
it?
we kind of have to.
Do we
yeah,
have
we
to?
only have a little bit of time is the thing. This would have
Spoilers.
been a good like
Big
hour
spoilers.
like discussion.
Yeah.
this movie.
Oh, yeah. We
But-
may have to just
Revisit it.
Yeah.
100%.
But my thing where it's just like, bro, I understand you got to do your job, right? Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, bro, you're trying to like at some point, when the son gives a speech or whatever, you're still actively trying to like prosecute someone that could possibly be like
innocent.
Like you're gonna send this woman away for life, and she ain't got no
But-
dad, and he ain't got no dad.
So that's the problem with prosecutors, though, right?
Yeah.
Because their whole job is dependent on how many people they prosecute successfully.
Yeah, but the
That's
issue,
the whole
yeah,
thing.
I get that.
Yeah.
But the issue is like, the person-to-person stuff, because it's just like, bro, once you like, yes, prosecute, but then once you gathered all the information,
Yeah.
it's like, all right, bro, now you're just trying to prosecute it, possibly.
Well, and I feel like, I'm interested to see if it's because of the way the story was told or because of the actual story. But like, anytime we saw the prosecutors, people like the experts that they had, it was always nothing but emotion.
It's all
And
opinionated
they
too.
wanted to bury this woman because they
Yeah.
disliked her.
Yeah.
And all of the other people on the defense were like, nah, bro, these are the facts.
Yeah.
There's literally no way it could have happened. I don't care if she goes to jail or not.
Mhm.
All I care about is the truth.
Well, because even their forensic person, he showed one way, and then she's like, "Well, no, there's 3 different ways or whatever."
Right,
They
right.
showed
Bro,
the
I really
dummy
liked
tucking
her.
in.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
liked the dummy
Bro,
expert.
She was
Yeah.
she was so matter of fact.
She was spitting facts.
I was gonna ask her if she wanted to give her thoughts about the movie,
Yeah.
but she walked away.
Yeah.
I'm floored at how much I like that movie.
I'm glad we
Yeah.
didn't know anything about this
Bro,
going in.
could you imagine if we knew
Mhm.
that
It
it
was
was
like
like
a-
a trial thing?
Yeah.
I feel like it almost would have been boring, right?
Mhm.
You would have just been like, "Ah."
We would have went in with like negative expectations.
I think also too, like I would have thought it would have been more horror elements or something, like some.
It was pretty horrific though at some points. That
Yeah.
dring scene at night, I was like,
I was a little
woozy.
scared, man. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
Yeah.
I thought the dog was gonna come out and like,
that. Yeah, I thought a deer was gonna kill them both, and
Yeah.
that we were not gonna find out the
or
ending
like
or
the
whatever.
kid. I thought, oh no,
Oh,
what's
dude,
he
the kid's the
doing?
murderer.
With his
No,
spooky little
no,
eyes.
like him in the attic. I was like, what's he doing in the attic,
Yeah.
Dude,
bro?
Eric's face when that
Mhm.
scene happened was, oh no.
please.
So I think at certain points I'm just like, hey, did the kid kill the dad? They covering it up?
Stop.
Dude, when the aspirins, I was like, oh
Yeah.
no.
So the aspirin thing, I knew he was trying to test something, and then he gave it to the dog and started freaking out, and I was like, the test didn't go right.
Yeah.
The test didn't go right.
Well,
He's
I-
killing the dog.
I think so. Also, too, he's trying to like, cause now he's processing that like, okay, my mom didn't do it. This is a suicide thing. So
Right.
he's looking at the angle.
Yeah.
He's looking at everything, cause he has all the information too.
Dude, that little
And-
kid's
yeah.
Sherlock.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I gotta go blind, man. I become a fucking genius. I could be good
Daredevil.
at piano. Yeah,
the
I'm
other
just the
sense-
best.
I liked it too, though. There's the random scene where there's a time jump, and I'm like, cause he gets good at
The
the
1
song.
year later, yeah,
and
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, dang, he got that down pat. It says 1 year later. I was
Yeah.
like, that makes sense. He had a year of just hitting the piano.
But like that means that trial, it took a year for her to go to trial. In America, she'd have been rotting in prison for a year.
But no, she's rich though.
Even rich people gotta go to jail sometimes.
She's only written
No, but I
written
don't-
3
but
novels.
Is she rich? They
Yeah.
were having all those monetary problems.
Well, that's because
They
he's
were in
bad with
debt.
money.
Yeah, so we can all agree that the husband was depressed,
Correct.
had mental health issues,
Mm-hmm.
but was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
But was
All
a
right.
piece of shit.
I
He is
I
a piece-
hated him.
You can.
He's a
have-
gaslighter.
You can have
Bro, I
mental
thought they were
health
both.
issues and be a piece of
She's
shit.
mean, sure.
I have mental health issues and I'm a piece
okay.
of shit.
okay.
I see. An abuser recognizes an abuser.
Because my thing
JK,
is,
JK, JK,
so when they're
JK.
doing the fight thing and he's putting it all on her, it's just like, oh no. But then there's
Yeah.
one key part where they're like, oh, he had so much energy going before. I'm just like, No, that's
He really
that,
didn't though.
But my thing is though, even that type of energy, I was like, oh no, people do stuff like
It's
that,
all like
and then they
it
kill
was all
themselves.
defensive energy.
well, no,
or-
but it's the last like her defendant lawyer said. It was his last gasps of breath.
Mhm.
It's like they call it a second wind.
yeah.
Mhm.
Where you get all excited and then you're basically like your flame's going out. Like
Yeah.
it's the last flicker of your flame before it
Mhm.
dies. But like,
But it's like manic energy. Like that's not like
yeah, right.
them saying like, oh no, he was this like no, but
He was
could've had
a
manic
happy,
moment.
cheery guy.
or even their defense of like or their reasoning of like, oh well, he had all that energy and then he's just gonna kill himself. Like yeah, that's how
That's-
fucking depressed people are.
And the thing too, because they even specifically say like, oh no, he has suicidal thoughts. Oh well, no, he's depressed. It's just like what?
No. He said he wasn't depressed. I gave it to him to help
Mhm.
deal with the potential
Mhm.
depression, and it's like. So you're just giving medicine out to motherfuckers just cause?
willy-nilly.
Like, what are we
And-
talking
And
about right
he
now?
was the psychiatrist was only, and that's why she even says she's like, yeah, but if I had a psychiatrist, it'd be the same thing.
It'd be
He's only showing you
same-
one point of view. You're only seeing one point of the
Yeah.
relationship.
You're not a marriage counselor, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
Because I loved her points of saying like, we're only amplifying this one particular spot of their whole relationship,
Mhm.
Right.
and it twists everything.
Yeah. Because if you cherry pick your moments, anybody is a murderer,
yeah, a bad
right?
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the writing in this though, fan-fucking-tastic.
Dude, I gotta figure
bro.
out what
So
else this
they
guy's
got
done.
they got 5 nominations. I thought it was a female director though, wasn't it? Or
It's
no?
gotta
You're
be,
right.
dude,
Yeah.
bro. The way it's a female director because they write women.
'Cause
like,
women
they
are
direct
awesome.
women.
There's more
well.
nuance to them.
Yeah.
So, like, 'cause he has 5 nominations. The fact that they didn't put himself up for an international film, I think, is kind of crazy. Cause
No, but you know why?
it
Though,
would have
right?
won though.
Exactly. That means it wouldn't have won Best Picture.
Oh, they're going all in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, we're going all in. But honestly, at this point, this almost goes bar for bar with
Yeah.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I don't know any else like of our other films.
They're probably all French.
They're probably all French, and they all probably
All
fucking
bangers.
bang,
Yeah.
bro. They probably bang.
But my thing is, like, I especially like I said, I kind of knew about Oppenheimer, like in a sense, me
Right.
knowing nothing about this. I'm just like, dude, is this the
Damn,
best
we
movie of the
we
year?
missed it. A sleeper hit.
Yeah.
Bro, it is truly a sleeper hit. But
Mhm.
I kind of felt the same about Past Lives, but I think this movie was more gripping. Like Past Lives
Bro,
was a beautiful story being told about a love life or
Mhm.
whatever, but there was something so this movie demanded your attention.
Bro, I almost pissed myself
Yeah. But like with Past Lives,
because I wanted to stay in, locked in.
I had to stay in. I had to be in it. But Past Life, I also like knew about and I was trying to watch it. Like,
Yeah, that's
I was
true.
blindsided by this movie.
And bro, this blindsides
Yeah.
you like a 6'4", 260-pound
they're,
man.
and they're smart because it does do the 3 languages and it does a lot of English.
Oh, but
though.
it's so perfectly
Yeah.
blended between
Oh,
the three
man.
languages. Wait, it's
Her-
French? She didn't even speak.
She speaks.
She didn't
it's a-
speak German.
She doesn't speak it though, right? It's French,
Well-
English, and what else?
That's it.
No, it has to. No, it has. There's some German because like it's classified as German, but also too like I don't know when
I
she
didn't
would
hear
have to
any
talk
German.
I don't think I heard any German either, but it was
Yeah.
probably 2 lines of German where she was like
yeah.
fucking Fraulein, and then that was it. You know?
Yeah, she probably was interacting with someone in German
Right.
at some point, and I couldn't tell if it was French or German.
Or
type
even
situation.
maybe with her son. She may have like used some German words
Mhm.
with her since it's her native language, right?
Yeah,
Apparently, people are pissed that the dog showed up at the Oscars at the.
Golden Globes.
Oh no, yeah, I heard about the dog showing up to
What?
the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
Why are
Go
people
rate
pissed at
actor.
it?
I mean, the dog was
I-
a fantastic
Bro, they're
actor,
like,
he
"Hey,
was
play
dead,
dead,"
dude.
and he
Yeah.
played that shit out of it.
Dude, that tongue was limp. I was like, he's dead.
Bro,
And his
I thought
eyeballs?
they killed that
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
How
shit!
do you teach a dog to do that?
Skill.
That's just
Something else.
That's just a fantastic. You know what? Fucking, it's a crime that he wasn't nominated for Best
Yeah.
Supporting Actor.
What are the 5
Best
nominations
Supporting
though?
Best Boy.
I know.
I tried to
Best
look it
Picture.
up, but it
So just Google it and then put like Oscar nominations.
You better
Um,
hurry up. We're at 11 minutes.
bro,
So
that's
really
your
at
job,
10
man.
minutes.
What the hell?
But yeah, so it has. You didn't.
It was at the top, wasn't it? All those.
Best Motion Picture of the Year, Achievement
Yep.
Directing. Also, directing is another one. No, well, these are also. This says like.
I was gonna say that doesn't
Other
sound like
awards,
Oscars.
yeah. This is like all the awards.
I
Yo,
looked
but
up Oscar
deserves
noms.
it
Oh,
deserves
you did.
all 250 of those nominations though.
Yeah.
This is so is this kind of like so I clearly it's not because
Mhm.
Marriage Story told a different story.
I never actually watched that.
But is this you've seen it, right?
Mhm.
Is this the same type of gripping energy that Marriage Story had or is this even better?
I think I still probably might prefer Marriage Story because
Wow.
like there's like that fight scene, like
Right.
in that emotion, it happens there's more
It was
of that.
Oh, okay. So
Well,
it was just longer.
So their
But
fight
that
scene,
could be fatiguing though.
yeah,
But
they're-
that's the point.
yeah.
I
Marriage
guess,
Story is
yeah.
supposed to break
Well,
you
no,
down or
it
whatever.
is. The movie is fatiguing because it's about you're going through the divorce like
Right.
all the
Okay.
time as they're together and stuff, and then but no, because the main Marriage Story fight scene I think is better. Like it's the one that's memed.
You're right.
Like, but I mean,
Adam Driver just yelled.
yeah.
No, they were both.
He wasn't
yelling.
acting, dude.
Yeah, he was mad at her that day.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, they actually got divorced in that moment.
But like, yeah,
I'm glad she got nominated for Best Director though,
Oh,
because
did she?
yeah,
The better woman got the nom.
yeah, damn.
I'll
dude.
say it.
The views of Joey.
Eric, this is a better directed movie than Barbie.
Then Barbie,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it
mean,
is.
nobody could tell me otherwise.
Yeah, as much as we love Barbie,
And I stand Barbie. I think Barbie was truly one of the best movies of the year. But this one was so well directed.
This movie,
We were locked
this
in the
movie
whole
is better
time,
than
dude.
Barbie.
And the way that it cut between handheld camera footage and then like a dollied camera, and it felt like it was all real and like
yeah,
it
because
wasn't
you're like,
jarring.
oh yeah, this is the police footage that
Oh,
they're doing for
bro.
evidence.
It was just so good. I mean, the directing is flawless. I'd argue it's incredible. Everybody played their parts.
They
well.
got so many awards.
They
So
do
Jaime,
so
you can't,
many,
you can't nail it
dude.
down.
Yeah.
the
That's right.
the son in this is fucking.
He was blind, right? For
phenomenal.
real?
I don't know, bro, but he acted the shit out of being
I
blind.
like how like he's like blind but not too blind, so he could see his dad.
It's like
Well, no, yeah. I mean that happens.
legally
though.
blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
legally blind.
I'm legally blind.
P.O.P. He was holding it down though.
But and I think
he
the
was
thing.
still Sherlock.
So
He
you
was
think he
Will
actually
Sherlock.
got it wrong, the tape thing?
Yeah, bro, he's a fucking little
Like,
boy.
little
and-
hours after his dad died.
Yeah,
He's
and
like
they're,
9,
and they're
right?
like, remember everything. Remember everything
Yeah.
about your
Remember
father. Yeah,
You were so sure.
you
when
were
we-
so sure. Yeah, motherfucker. I
Yeah, I was traumatized.
I'm flustered. My father died. I don't know if you're aware.
I love how everything is like nominated for 5 awards, including Best Picture and Best Director, but doesn't
But
tell
doesn't
me the
tell
other
other three.
every time.
I mean, what else is it going to be nominated
Original
for?
screenplay? I don't
Yeah,
know.
or fucking best dressed.
yeah,
It
I'm,
doesn't
Makeup,
matter.
best
I'm
makeup.
sure it has like for adapted or original.
But
Like,
from the two that we know, it deserves best picture nom, and
It
it
does.
deserves best director nom.
Yeah.
Hands down. Best casting next year, I think it would have deserved that because I think everybody was perfectly casted
Yeah.
in
even
this.
the dad in the small role is really good. It's very
Bro,
believable.
him in that fight scene,
It's so
is
subtle.
so believable.
Mhm.
It's so subtle until it ain't.
It ain't. Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
He keeps looking at the
Well,
phone too.
They're smart though because like this, they don't show you that whether he hits her, she hits
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Because
I
then,
thought they were giving out back shots for a
dude,
second.
I honestly too. Though I was like, they getting it in. But yeah, so then it leads to your imagination because
Right.
there's still enough variance where you're like, man,
it could be.
Did
It
she
could
do
not.
it?
It could not be. You know.
yeah.
I'm not, you know what? I believed her from the beginning. I think maybe there was a 2% like point of that movie where I was like, damn, she may have done it.
I didn't.
And then after a while, I was like, no, we believe women.
No, I think she did it like a lot of the movie, but it
Same.
goes back and forth at times.
Nah, it didn't. Mine didn't waver until the dog experiment.
Oh, and it wavered at the dog
No,
experiment?
mine didn't waver until.
He thought she did the whole time until
Yeah.
the dog thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what? Are you the dog thing made you think she
I mean, she
did?
writes
did.
stories. She was telling a good story. I get it.
So that was the thing that I thought they were going to do at the end was
Mhm.
I thought they were going to reveal that she wrote that speech for him
Mm.
and that he like memorized it, and the reason he didn't want her around
Mhm.
was because he was afraid that he was going to rat her out. And then
Yeah.
they didn't do it, and I was like, I'm such a stupid fucking American.
In
I'm
American,
so
Super
dumb.
brain.
in
Yeah.
American movie though, the other lady, the like
Marge?
guardian, yeah, she would have like been in on it. Like
No
they would have been
way.
secret lovers.
Dude, yeah,
thought-
but at the
Yeah.
end there, it was
Yeah.
was
It was a
kind of
little-
giving lover vibes.
It was a little
but that's her
weird.
thing. But I
not a
think
little
that,
weird. She was trying to.
but I think that also shows that she just gives off that energy. And early on, we're like, oh, you're trying to seduce her. Like,
She's-
no,
she's
that's
a-
just who she is.
She's a little
flirt.
flirtatious. Yeah.
she's just a flirt.
and
dude.
she
She's French. Or no, she's not French. She's
No,
German.
she's German.
And
You
she
can
can't-
tell by the blonde hair, blue
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah, yeah.
and she
They
can't
cultivated that.
and she can't like get hers. So like she just the energy is popping off.
Yeah, I mean, when you can't get none, you're really fighting
You're
for it.
dancing for
You're out
it.
here.
Yeah,
Come here, I love short-haired women. She has a type though. Short-haired, black-haired women.
for sure.
She was looking to eat him up,
Shoot, her husband's like practically short haired. He used to be black haired.
and he acts like
Oh,
Man is a little soft, dude.
A little
Yeah,
soft.
he shouldn't have been
He's-
so depressed,
he's-
dude.
I mean, she called him as much. He was
Yeah.
motherfucking fragile.
The thing though too though is like she said though, like he's someone that anything that was wrong in his life, it was her fault when he put himself in several of those situations.
And he doesn't, like, he denies it, but the
Mhm.
way that she lays it out, it's like, yeah, it's clearly this dude.
Yeah.
Like, bro, she's telling you
Just
don't have
to-
to teach.
I'm gonna let you know, in that moment when that was happening, I didn't care if she killed him or not. I was on her
Neither.
side.
Yeah, me neither. I was like, yeah.
I
fuck
one
this dude.
Joy was like, yeah, girl.
Yeah,
at one point.
I was like, get his ass.
Yeah, that's how I
'Cause
felt.
truly, though, he was being a punk ass bitch.
Yeah, the whole time.
Regardless of whether or not
He was actually
I just, it's crazy to me.
Whether
I-
he has mental health or not, still.
yeah, because at a certain point, you can't put it on the mental health anymore. Because if you make the decision to stop taking your SSRIs,
Mhm.
you're making a decision to
Yeah.
be an asshole.
But he was ready to die.
oh yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's
of
all it
course,
was.
right,
yeah.
yeah.
Go with a
And then he
bang.
couldn't even kill
He
himself,
did.
right, dude? He framed her on accident.
No, did he frame her on accident though?
He
They
might have
never,
framed
they
her on
never found the
purpose.
weapon, Jaime.
No, it's
No,
because he hit his
I know,
head.
I know.
Could you imagine if he would have hit his own head and left
Yeah.
a bloody weapon on the side? Then it would have been on
Yeah.
purpose.
And I love how the prosecutor's like, oh, well, they could have ditched it. It's just like, bro, and like, what time? Like,
Yeah, I was motherfucking
If
sleeping.
it was an ice
Yeah.
pick.
yeah.
yeah, then it melted.
Yeah, exactly.
In about an hour and,
And
50
then when they
minutes.
show the forensic of the ice, it melting off the blood, and then everybody's just like, yeah, but that's all circumstantial.
Yeah.
bro,
you know.
bro, the minute they showed scientific evidence of the
Yeah.
blood melting, it's like, that's it. Close the fucking case.
Because at first
It's
I'm like,
done.
yeah, there'd be blood on top. That makes sense.
Yeah,
and then we
yeah,
see
yeah.
that's an hour and it's not there anymore. It's just like, oh, dude, he killed himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And we see the one
Duh.
where his body folds in.
Yeah, yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
Excellent movie.
So we need to give it a rating. Eric.
I'm gonna give this a solid 9 out of 10. I almost pissed myself.
9 not out of 10 dribbles on the way down to the bathroom. James.
I'm gonna give it a 10. Why are we playing around?
Holy shit.
Why are we
Wow.
playing around?
Wow.
It
That's your
so
number one
gripping.
pick right now.
Right now, currently.
Oh wow, it's your number one pick for Best Picture right now.
Right now.
Damn. I'm not gonna give it a 10. I will give it a 9.5 though.
Mhm.
This was 9.5 hours of having someone yell at you in French and you
Mhm.
yell back in English.
It didn't feel like 240. Like that's my
Bro,
thing.
it was
didn't feel like
brisk.
it.
It was brisk.
If I didn't have to piss myself,
If I didn't have to
Yeah.
pee, I'd have never checked my
yeah,
watch.
exactly.
I'd have never checked my watch. All right. Until the next time, we're gonna go see American Fiction. So we love you guys. Bye.
But
See you.
You got it, Eric.
Yeah,
Everybody
it's right
values
here.
your shit.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't.
Wow. All right, everybody.
buddy.
Welcome back to. Wait, did I hit record on this? Yeah. I did.
When
Yeah,
I
you
come
did.
to you and you don't have the answer, just know.
Oh, dude, he's
I'm
gonna
scrolling
freeze.
back up then.
He's gonna freeze.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll
everybody.
never
Welcome back
freeze.
to the Sooner or Later podcast. I'm your host Joey, and for this part of this episode, we're reviewing American Fiction during the Marcus Movie Marathon. This
My-
movie's pretty good.
It's super funny.
Super funny.
Yeah.
I was laughing a lot.
This is the second time you've seen it,
Yeah.
right? And you haven't seen it before,
I haven't seen
right?
it. No, no.
I can
no.
tell by your reactions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because when shit pops off, you're like,
Yeah.
ah.
yeah. Yeah, I wasn't ready for some of the stuff, and
It
then
comes out of nowhere,
Oh,
man.
bro. Yeah. But it's the best kind like, come out of nowhere.
well, yeah, because its type of humor doesn't feel like written like, oh, they're trying to crack jokes. It's
Right.
like, oh,
It's
it's
all
humor.
natural.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
natural conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
This dude's actually from Tucson, Arizona. The director.
Oh, that's why.
Oh, that's
threw
why
that
he
in
was
there.
is he gay?
He knew, probably.
Maybe.
Yeah, to know a joke like that, you're
And
either
you know the
gay
area.
or somebody you know is gay.
Yeah.
Because you got to be. So, Eric, what is this nominated for?
Oh, you would hit me with that, dude.
Dude, I had to. Just because I knew
It's
you
nominated
would
for Best Picture, obviously.
Obvi.
Um,
Because I think I want to get out of the way
Best
talking
Picture.
about that first.
Best Actor for Jeffrey Wright.
Mhm.
Best Supporting Actor for Sterling K. Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Best Adapted Screenplay, and then Best Original Score.
Original score?
I think they just kind of threw that one in there because jazz.
I think when it comes to like score and sound, like I don't even really know what it means.
or
It could be
remember.
anything.
But sound design, that's obvious, right? It's like the clicks and the things you hear in the background. But like
Score is
score, I
music.
wasn't listening
Yeah.
to no music. I'm trying to listen to these motherfuckers talk
yeah,
about
I mean it's a
something.
dialogue heavy movie.
Super dialogue heavy
Yeah.
movie, yeah. I mean, I think it deserves all those
Yeah,
nods.
whatever.
So I thought the mom, so as someone that works in healthcare, the mom, I felt like she had like Alzheimer's.
Oh, she was like really
Yeah.
doing the Alzheimer's
The-
crazy.
She did a
Is this
stare.
buzzing? All right.
She was doing a stare down pat, one. And then another thing is like the mood swings and stuff like that.
Because, I mean, my grandma does the same thing where she wants to, like, get out of the house and,
Mhm.
like, wander, but, like, and she'll recall some childhood thing
Yeah.
and be like, no, I got to go save them. Exactly
Yeah.
like this mom.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because I mean, it's just like because like hers respectively was like the front temporal lobe or whatever. So yeah, it's like your brain actually is like shrinking. So then like that's why it's obviously not
You
functioning
just
right.
remember less.
Yeah, but I thought that was pretty good. I thought it was kind of crazy though when she thought he was the brother, right?
Yeah, at the
Yeah,
end.
like that's
I mean,
terrible. It's so sad for him.
yeah, it's a super. It's so funny, but at the same time, it's so messed up because
Yeah,
at the beginning, sister dies.
yeah. I was not ready for that, dude. I
and
was
then
like,
and then they try to trick you with the mom.
Yeah.
They're like, the water's dripping. What's going on? Is
Yeah.
she dead too?
I thought she drowned in the bathtub.
I thought the same thing when I first saw it.
Dude, the sister comes in so hot. What's her name? Like, she was in a lot of stuff, too. Like, I know she was, like, from Girlfriends back in the day. And then she was in Blackish as the mom. But, like, she's fantastic. And then I just was like, oh, cool. I didn't know she was in this.
Yeah.
I'm thinking she's going to be, like, a big part. And then
Oh my God,
she
David-
comes in hot, and then she dies. Like, there's just no way I could have, like, ever anticipated that.
Who could, man?
Yeah, so, like, I thought it was cool, though, because it shows you, like, okay.
Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yeah, it's Tracy Ellis Ross. Oh yeah, her isn't her mom Diana Ross, the singer?
No way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so, man. I think you're lying.
No, dude, click on her. I dare you.
Is this the mom we're talking about?
No, we're talking about
the sister
the sister.
Oh, she's fantastic.
comes in,
Yeah.
comes out.
I really hate that though, because I love her and everything. She's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, you're right.
There's no way you could have.
Nepo.
Thank you. There's no way you could have anticipated that because you're like, oh, cool. Because I was like, I didn't see
Right.
a trailer or anything for this, so I was like, oh, cool. I didn't know she was in this, and I was like, oh, this is a family
I
story.
think they showed her in the trailer, but they didn't obviously show
Yeah,
that.
but I've like never seen the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then I was like, oh, okay. Because based on the poster, I thought I was like, oh, okay, this is like a teaching movie. Like, I didn't know.
Oh.
Yeah, and it kind of sets you up that way at the
Yeah.
beginning because he's
Really?
a literature or
Yeah, so
a professor.
And then I also thought it was going to be way more whimsical. Like, the only, like, whimsical
wacky?
scene. Yeah. I was like, this
More
could be.
holdovery.
No,
No, like-
Holdovery is pretty whimsical.
I'm
like more
talking like
skits.
Yeah, like also like take you out of
Oh.
the movie, like when he's
More
writing
fourth
or
wall.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it really wasn't that. But I think it was better, like to not do that.
I mean, I think it would have gotten tired if if it was that the whole movie.
I could have
Yeah.
used one more Keith David scene though.
He's the best, man.
Is this his
he's
last?
the
Did he
best.
pass away?
No.
No,
Oh, no?
you're thinking of someone else.
It's
With
definitely
Evil
not
Keith
Keith-
David. Because
Who?
isn't there another guy that looks similar to him, but he does like evil
Evil?
roles?
What?
Why
No,
do-
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. Keep
I'm pretty
vamping.
sure Keith David ain't dead, man.
I hope not. I missed that.
I
dude.
don't know.
He's that boy, dude.
But he's 67 years old. He's
Yeah.
fucking. He's Keith David.
Yeah, but our boy just died and he was only 65.
Yeah,
but-
Akira.
yeah.
Yeah, but
R.I.P.
he's
Akira.
Keith David though.
Yeah, you're right.
No,
So-
he's still alive.
So you thought it was good, Joe? You just said good, not.
I said it going into this movie. If it's not a 10, when you compare
mean,
it to Anatomy of a
compared to
Body or Anatomy of a Fall,
Yeah, you compare that body.
But
If-
it's such a hard lineup, though. You think if
yeah,
it was
no,
switched?
I agree. So it's the same thing, right? If it was switched,
Mhm.
this movie would be a 9, but it wasn't a 10,
Yeah.
so it's a 6.
So no, like my thing though is like it's such a different like genre movie, and I genuinely just had fun. I laughed. I thought
Dude,
it
it
was
was
funny.
so funny.
The writing's great. I'm not even. I don't. To me, in my head the whole time watching, I'm not even thinking of
Yeah.
the other
You're
movie.
just enjoying it. You're just like,
Yeah.
this is a fun movie, or as fun as it
No,
could be.
Yeah.
I think it's great. It's not a 10,
I
but
don't
I
think, it's a 10
great.
either, but I think it is great, especially
Uh-huh.
too, like for being an Oscar movie and being as funny as this. I wasn't expecting that because most Oscar movies aren't funny.
No, they're
Like,
super
No.
serious.
Yeah, yeah.
And I obviously I would have to think of the actual ones that have been nominated. But in the past like 4 years, I don't know if I've seen a funnier nominated Oscar movie.
I don't think so either.
'Cause
At
lot
least
of them
a
are-
memorable one.
Yeah, they're like usually period pieces. You know, they're usually
Y'all don't
biopics.
think Green Book was funny?
Not at all.
Dude.
It had funny moments,
Get the fuck outta
sure.
here.
The premise was
Yeah,
hilarious.
Yeah, every movie has funny moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I
don't
think
a comedy like this.
like
has
I
been
thought it
nominated.
was good the whole time, and then I think towards the end it did. I don't think it stuck the landing. I don't think it stuck the finale for me personally.
I love the
Why
whole
not?
we're writing the book, we're
Yeah,
making a
I
movie
love
thing.
that.
I thought it was great.
I don't know. I was like, I mean, sure, it's like it's like the dude's thing. It's how
Right.
he writes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. At first, I was like, do I like this?
Oh,
Eh.
so the second time really like helped you
Yeah,
decide that
yeah.
you didn't like it.
So I think as soon as they showed the different type of endings, that's
Yeah.
when it sold me. If they would just cut to black and then be like, "That's the movie," and it would have ended, I'd have been like, "Oh, no, I don't love it."
I think what helps it too is that just like he wrote a book that's stereotypical, the endings he proposed are stereotypical.
Yeah. Uh huh.
They're they're like straight.
We love this.
Yeah, it's like just straight movie ending, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, he knows what he's doing.
I also think it just might be me where like I'm like, oh, I wish you wouldn't have been such a dick to what's her face.
But that's his
That's
character.
that's him, yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
that man.
That's
you
who
know?
he is.
And they're a family that has a lot of trauma, and like they don't know how to like.
Say it out loud or
the
share
thing
it.
is-
No,
have-
they don't know how to work through it.
Yeah, and
Especially him.
because all of them like they're all divorced, and they're all like cheated, and they all
Yeah.
like so they're and even I mean even when he got with her, she was coming out of it like a relationship.
Yeah.
So like it was fun and everything, but as soon as it got hard, he ran, and it kind of seems
Soon
like
as-
that's what that family
As
kind
soon
of
as it got real,
Yeah.
he got out of there. He bounced.
Well, the sister didn't.
I mean,
And Sterling K. Brown was...
Yeah, I mean, his sister got divorced, so we don't know the situation though.
but she seemed the most level-headed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she doesn't seem like a runner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
I mean, she
seems
stayed.
rough.
Well, no, she.
Yeah.
But she's forced to stay because everyone else left.
She couldn't be the runner.
Yeah, because
No, you can always run.
but
And
there
leave
was.
your mom, dude.
But
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
But the thing though, there was enough. If one of them had stayed, she was gone.
Yeah, that's true, probably.
So she just was like more.
yeah, she says as much, right? She
Yeah.
says, y'all didn't even give me a chance to run.
correct. She would have did.
Yeah, she would have dipped. But like, is this movie a thinker? Or if you think it's a thinker, then you are the person that they're making fun of in
Exactly,
the movie.
100%.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if you don't understand the meta aspect,
If you were
Then-
laughing at the end of this movie,
I was laughing though.
I mean, but
it
you
was
know,
funny.
but you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Trust me.
There's some you shouldn't be laughing moments. and
Exactly.
but there's a lot of laughing moments. But I mean, the ending was so fantastic when he
It's
just gets
so
shot
nonsensical.
up. It's
Dude,
so
the-
great.
The one where he gets shot is fantastic, and then you
Yeah.
knew fucking Wiley was gonna just eat it
Yeah.
up.
He's
dude.
like, I
But
love this shit.
The actual last scene, it still goes back to being like what they're talking about because you see the guy in the slave get up. And
Yeah.
he's just like peace, and they're just
Mhm.
like, honestly, it is what it is.
This is what sells, I guess,
But
in this universe.
Tyler Perry could never though, right?
But I thought that name drop was great too.
Oh
'cause
man, because they are just making fun
Yeah.
of him.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was also interesting where like what's her name? Isra or how?
Yeah, Issa Rae.
Issa Rae.
She's amazing. I
As
love her.
Centaura.
She was fantastic, but I thought it was cool though the way they like had their little interaction because she totally sees her book in a total different light.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh no, but I'm not part of the problem. I'm just doing what sells." And he's like, "Yeah, but that's what I'm telling you." And then she's just like, "No, but it's different
I
because
think she was booming him.
You're insane. I can't tell if you're joking.
No, I thought she was booming him.
No. She just thinks that what she does is right because she does research.
Mhm.
But they're the same product. They make the same thing. She's just
I
not
mean,
ashamed of the product
it's the
she
whole
makes.
Tyler Perry thing where Tyler
Yeah.
Perry doesn't think
She's a stand-in for Tyler Perry.
because Tyler Perry's like, oh well, our community likes these though, and it brings so much money to the community, and it's like, oh no, it's better for us because like look at all these jobs I'm
Right.
hiring, all these people, but it's
So I agree with that, but then I also agreed with Jeffrey Wright's character where he was saying it's just belittles us as people.
Well, but you're not supposed to directly agree with either one of them,
Yeah, I mean,
right? Because there is something about telling true stories about real people in
Yeah.
the world,
Mhm.
but there's also like he's also right that like when you do stuff like that, if you don't handle it in the right way, all you're doing is exploiting your people and not helping your people,
Mhm.
right? So
she doesn't
you
think
should-
she's
the real
exploiting.
George Lopez
Yes.
type.
a real George
Yeah.
Lopez type. But yeah, she doesn't think she's exploitative because she interviewed people, and it's
Yeah.
like, bro, you're not doing shit.
But even the way she like words everything, because the one excerpt she does, it's the same thing where it's like,
Yeah.
sure, I understand you're interviewing people, but you worded that way because you knew you were gonna get the people that felt bad or they're playing on like almost like white guilt, I guess you would
Yeah.
say.
And
No,
she's
that is
all
what they're
she
doing.
is a filthy fucking capitalist.
Yeah.
That's it.
At the end of
All
the
she
day-
cares about is making her money. She doesn't
Yeah.
give a fuck about other people, you know? Which is the same thing allegedly with Tyler Perry.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I mean, he got lawyer money, all right? He making Medea
Yeah.
movies, he got lawyer money.
You ain't lying. That Netflix deals.
But yeah, I think because like clearly people use AAVE, right? Like they use
Yeah.
African American vernacular English.
Mhm.
That's the way people speak.
Yeah, correct.
So like to
Aquafina
use
did it once.
Not
yeah,
once.
well, she shouldn't be. Yeah. But like, so it's okay if your characters speak like that, but what she's doing is exploitative in the way that they speak like that, right? Especially because she is a rich, privileged person.
That's true. She does sit in an ivory tower.
yeah. when she's just attacking Jeffrey Wright's character because he attacked her first.
Yeah.
Right.
So she instantly got defensive. It had nothing to do with actually with the conversation.
Yeah.
As soon as he said, "Hey, how's that? No disrespect. How's this different?" She went,
She went beast mode.
"Whoa."
I took that actually as full disrespect.
Excuse
Thank
me?
you.
Yeah.
I did my research, sweaty.
I talked to black people. I think I know. Oh,
I am black.
My president was black. I
And
think I
here-
know what I'm talking about.
And the thing is, so she's also making assumptions on who wrote the fuck book, not knowing
right.
that he's the one that wrote it.
Yeah.
And I understand she does because she's a writer and stuff, so she probably feels like what's kind of he's doing or whatever.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know that. She does not know
No
that
one does, dude.
because if this guy talks exactly like this and he doesn't have a literary background, it could just come off like that. And she's
Yeah.
just like, oh, but this is not like this
it's
is
soulless or
Yeah,
whatever.
mhm.
Yeah.
But really, it's like it really is same book, different cover.
And I think that's why she's calling it soulless, though, right?
Mhm.
Is because she can see somebody encroaching on her territory,
Correct,
so
yeah.
she needs to put it down.
Mhm.
Because if she says that this book should win the award, now this Lee guy is automatically a better author than her.
Well,
Yeah.
and the thing is too, because now that this book is successful, it's the better version of this art because he lived it.
Yep.
And she just so it's she. The reason her book popped off is because she was a black person telling the perspective.
Yeah.
Versus a white person, but now it's a black person who lived it telling the perspective. So now she's irrelevant.
Right. Damn, this
It's-
movie
it-
is pretty
it was-
good.
it was good,
This is
man.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah. We
Um,
broke that down.
I mean, I
So-
love Jeffrey Wright.
Hold
He's
on,
awesome.
I want to say this while they're not over here. There were some people over here, and I
Uh-huh.
think you can make an assumption based on how I'm speaking that said, yeah, that movie was fine. I don't think it's Oscar worthy, though.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Personally, I
Do you
think
feel attacked?
I think it
bro?
is Oscar worthy.
Do you feel attacked?
I think so too. I
don't think it'll win.
no.
Definitely not.
No.
No. There are other better movies.
Yeah. And also, I mean, this movie.
I don't even know if it's a top 5.
No. Is
yeah.
it better than Barbie?
I don't think so.
I didn't
I
love
li-
Barbie though. Like Barbie's good. I think the third act of Barbie's fantastic. But
I think this movie and Barbie are on par
Okay.
because both of them have problems.
yeah.
Pretty glaring problems.
Yeah.
America Ferrera being one of them in Barbie.
Come
Yeah.
on.
They either didn't use her well or she's a bad actor. But
Yeah.
there's just
Do you think
I
that?
would say tied for top 5 maybe. This movie at least is better than
Zone of
A
Interest.
Zone of Interest.
I mean
for
that's
sure.
that's 10.
That's still 10. Yeah.
So this is 9.
Oh, I
better
don't-
better than Maestro.
better
No,
than
Maestro was almost 10 though. Like Maestro is
Right.
like 9.
So now this is 8.
Yeah.
This is 8. Yep.
I mean, not better than Past Lives.
No.
No.
What? Definitely better. So what's the other movie we saw?
No
last
Fun
week?
Zone? Or that we had it
No,
last?
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
that's
last.
last.
Yeah.
I'd
Okay.
rather watch Maestro than that.
Okay.
So what did we watch? What else did we watch
Oppenheimer.
last week? No,
Where's
we didn't
Oppenheimer
watch
at?
that.
But it's still
Oppenheimer's top 5.
but it would have been the
I-
week 1.
I think that I think maybe this is probably 6 then.
What's
We
7?
I don't know. I don't know the movies. Eric.
5. Let's just do 5. It's
No,
5.
it's
so we have
6.
2 more.
Middle of the road.
So
Poor Things is probably better. We haven't seen it yet, but probably better.
probably
Eh.
better.
I mean, it got
Have
more.
you seen it?
No, I
Yeah,
haven't.
well,
but
so why you talking shit?
So it has more accolades. So that's
Yeah.
all I'm going off right now.
Same.
After we watch it, we'll see.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then Scorsese's movie.
It's gonna be better than Killers of the Flower Moon.
I think so too.
I think so too.
Time Alone gets me.
Time
dude.
Alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's part of what makes a great movie is how
Yeah.
it feels to watch
You
it.
get
Yeah.
in, get out.
That movie's gonna feel like 3 hours.
4.
3 hours and 30 minutes.
We might even stay.
That's what we were saying.
Hey, I mean, if
No, we gotta stick it through, like Joey said.
I don't know, man. I got sea legs, bro.
If we start it,
I got sea legs.
if we start it,
Yeah.
we gotta finish it.
If we started though.
I know ride share apps.
All right, we're getting away from it.
Yeah.
I think we all agree though. This deserves
This
the
is his first
nomination
film?
at least.
Yeah.
First film.
Yeah.
Solid first film.
He directed the shit
Director,
out of
writer,
this.
producer.
Yeah, it deserves all the noms. It's a great movie. Scores, Eric.
I'm gonna give this a solid 8.
8's good. James.
I'm also on the 8 train.
Choo choo, baby. It's an 8 train then.
Yeah.
I'm giving it an 8 as well. I think stacked up against some better movies though, it would have been a 9.
It's
If this
it's
was in a
killer.
less stacked
Mhm.
week, it would have been a 9.
See,
100%.
I not even like comparing it to the other ones. I still would have had it at 8.
We'll see after you see
Yeah.
Poor Things. What if it's
What
funnier?
if it's trash?
Oh no, Poor Things isn't gonna be trash. I don't think so.
Then it might be
What
10.
if Stone
Then-
sucks?
Yeah, we're gonna have
Yeah.
to figure out the list after we turn this off, and then we might come back and revise it later.
Yeah.
But until then, we love you guys. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Okay, so we slept on horny things. How we feeling? We don't have to do a full podcast. Hold on.
We liked it.
We like it?
You guys didn't like it?
Hold on.
Horny things?
Yeah.
I'm indifferent on it.
Oh wait. I'm also kind of indifferent on it.
Even thinking about it, it was a lot of yapping, man. A lot of yapping, a lot of banging.
Yeah, it was just yapping and booby. Like literally.
And the world was just fantastical just to be fantastical.
No, there was.
Yeah, I mean, I think it had to be.
No, there was a thematic reason for it to be fantastical. Because the whole story is via her point of view for the most part, right? We do jump back and forth to her fiance and Willem Dafoe's character every once in a while, but like you're experiencing her life through her eyes. So if you were taking like note of the background, as she got older and more mature, the backgrounds got less fantastical.
Oh.
And it like actually like came back to more of like a normal looking like fucking setup. But yeah,
But I mean, also too, it makes it a little more believable, the story and everything, because it's like, if this was not as,
go ahead.
because I mean, if not, it's just like, oh, because then it's almost like, it's too like horror elementy. But because it's shot through her perspective, and it's more, the colors and then everything, it makes it seem more like it's childlike, and it's not as just like, because like he looks like horrific. Like these animal like things are like horrific, but because it's shot the way it's shot, you kind of like, I think it tones down the horror element of it, and you don't think of it as horror.
I don't think so.
I don't think of it as horror at all. I think of it as like Bioshock.
It's a
if it was all black and white, and if they didn't try to do all these like it almost looks like clay at certain points in time, I think it would feel more like horror-y.
Yeah, I disagree. The comedy was too high. It's a dark comedy. That's what it is. Like I don't think any of the elements were terribly horrific because they made light of it at every turn. Which is like exactly that's what a black comedy is supposed to do, right? It's supposed to take things that are not funny and then add humor to them, and that's like exactly what that movie did. But like, I just maybe I had an Eric moment, and the movie was just not worth all the hype that it got at all. I don't think, because that movie was hyped to shit. I read so many people like nutting over that movie because they thought it was so good, and the whole time I was watching it I was like, what?
See, there's times where Joy would be like, what the fuck, like out loud. He'd just be like, huh? And I'd be like, I'm right there with you, brother. Like, why are they just doing this? Just do this.
But it has a lot of shock value, and I think the reason people are so high on it, because to do a movie like that and to get like almost like critical acclaim for it. Normally movies made like that aren't nominated for Oscars.
Sure.
Like the fact that it has so much nudity and so much stuff, it's such a like shock towards what's normally like looked at and nominated. So they're probably giving it like an extra like bump because of the subject material, where it's like, man, no one else probably had been able to pull this off, because anyone else that does scenes like that, like if there's that much nudity in a film, it's probably not getting nominated.
But I mean, it's a director, dude. Remember, his last two movies have been nominated for Oscar stuff.
Yeah, he's just a good director.
It's just him.
Yeah,
They just nominate him no matter what.
Honestly, I just don't think the story wasn't good. Is this nominated for a screenplay? No. So okay, that's fine. It didn't get nominated for screenplay, so that's okay.
Perfect.
Like best picture, definitely not.
I don't think it deserved it, to be honest.
And I
don't know if I'm being too mean.
No, I don't think you are. But like, and I'm cool with nudity, right? So I'm not blaming it on the nudity. I just don't think the story was worth it. And maybe it's because I'm not a woman and I like don't understand the story from like a female perspective. But like, it just was maybe because it was just crass for the sake of being crass.
It's
I don't
nominated
know.
for
I think so,
adapted
too.
screenplay.
Is it nominated for adapted? What was it adapted from?
It's based off like a novel or something.
Is the book that poorly written too? Ugh. Because like
Dude, the book plot doesn't even go that much into Horny Town, but he just
I mean,
wanted
well,
to
I-
because
how
of
much-
Emma
I don't know,
Stone.
dude. I
How
feel
much
like
can you
books are
describe
more
movie?
horny.
Yeah, the book almost might have been more horny. Well, it would have to be, right? Because what you're seeing visually, they have to describe in great detail verbally,
Mhm.
like in written word. So, like, oh man, I should just change this instead from the Oscars to the movie title. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just fell too much into the hype, and it didn't live up to the hype whatsoever. And I don't think I'm looking at it from the point of view of like Gen Zers who are just like, oh, nudity in film is so useless. There's no point to it. It's like literally more so just like, oh, okay, so the dude just wanted to see booby, and he wanted to make a movie about it.
But I think it's because. But the thing is, so she doesn't have like the nudity isn't a thing to her though. Like that's
No,
also why
I
she's nude so
understand.
much.
Like the point isn't lost on me. It's not like I'm
Mhm.
watching the movie and I'm like, I don't understand the themes. Like I get
Yeah.
it. It's a baby brain, so she's
Mhm.
living out all of her most like animalistic, feral.
Mhm.
Like I get it. It's not a difficult movie to understand.
Mhm.
It's just that it didn't hit for me like at all.
Like if the story was good, I'd be totally fine.
Because it looked good. This movie, it
Yeah.
looked fantastic. All the outfits looked great.
I love
the shots
the
were
steampunk.
rad, but like the story was just not it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think I fell into the hype like Joey said he did, but like I don't know.
Book called.
It just didn't hit.
Yeah, it is. It's on the Wikipedia. It's Poor Things episodes from the early life of Archibald McCandless, MD, Scottish public health officer. The novel was called a magnificently brisk, funny, dirty, brainy book. The movie, not magnificently brisk. Okay, I don't know how
No.
long it was, but it was an hour and 42 minutes, entirely too long. Way too long. Like,
I mean, towards the end, I started to like it a little more, but it was already too late.
I
yeah.
didn't feel like the movie was too long though. I didn't have any issues with like I didn't feel like I was like, oh man, I've been here for like what is it, 2 hours? Like
You didn't
just-
feel like you were there for 2.5 hours?
No, I did not know.
That's
I don't think it's
crazy.
2.5 hours though, is it?
2 hours and 42 minutes, or 2 hours and 22 minutes. It's an hour and
Okay,
42
yes,
minutes.
yeah.
I'm calling that 2:30.
Yeah,
And it
I mean,
felt like
221 is 2:30.
it
Yeah.
felt like 2:45.
Yeah. See,
I
I mean,
feel
I
like-
didn't have that feeling, but
Anatomy of a Fall was an easier watch than this. Like during
I mean,
this one,
but, I mean-
I was just
But
bored.
It Falls is just a better movie though.
Oh, I mean, 100%. But like in this movie, I
yeah.
felt bored. And I know you're not
Yeah.
supposed to feel bored. I don't know. Maybe it's just like I'm not that shocked by Booby and movie. I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean, I
But
saw
at the same time,
Oppenheimer.
like,
Oppenheimer
it
had
was just
Booby
another
and movie.
Tuesday for me, dude.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's just I didn't have to go to a website to see it.
Shit, nowadays it's just there. You don't even gotta.
Oh no, my phone opened up. Emma
Yeah.
Stone,
Oh,
Booby
shoot.
on phone.
But
I
like
mean-
to me,
Go ahead.
like this, like if we're talking about like what like movies that made you feel longer, to me, The Zone of Interest felt longer than this
No,
movie.
I think we can agree on the Zone of Interest being the worst movie.
Yeah.
And granted,
Yep.
we didn't
Even-
see Killers, but I think
Yeah.
Killers would have been a better watch than Zone of Interest, at least.
It has, yeah. And then also too, a Maestro, right? Is that the other
Maestro,
one?
Maestro.
Maestro.
I'm always gonna call it Maestro. But anyways, Maestro also felt longer. Like that movie to me was like
Ooh,
a harder watch.
that's
Like
interesting.
I just was so bored with it. Like this
Yeah.
had enough like shocking moments, I guess you would say, or then it just kind
I don't
of.
know, booby.
yeah,
yeah,
not
but I
enough
think-
Booby and movie.
But like there's just certain points like the boat stuff gets too long. Like that at that point in the
Ugh.
film, it just
Ugh.
drags way too long.
Mark Ruffalo's character.
I honestly think they could have cut 15 minutes from the boat stuff and 15 minutes from the whorehouse. Like the brothel felt really long
and
too.
5
man.
minutes from her initial life.
Yeah. Well, the issue
Like-
with the brothel stuff cutting it is
That's
because
interesting.
you see that's the only moment where she's like fully like transitioning. Like maybe they could have done it a different way though.
Wait, she was
because that's
trans?
where
No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding. I'm kidding.
so we see her like literally that's when she fully like develops.
Yeah, that's
like,
when she
into a-
matures. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And even the way
Right.
she goes about things. So like that's why I know they say they're a little longer. But then also too, it's like
The only
the
problem
stuff
with
the
that
madam,
though, I feel like the only problem with that is like even sure, like, yes, that is why we spend so much time with it or whatever, but like some moments are just like, okay, like I don't know, like I know that we're supposed to be seeing her like mature and get over her like sexual urges and like develop into a fully rounded human being, but it's like I think they could have done it in less time and it been just as impactful.
No, for sure, yeah. Like I think there's definitely a way to clean it up. The boat stuff though, like see with that though, I see it more. Like I see why they did it more, and I can see like why they added extra stuff while they had like, you know, her rendezvous with more men and everything like that. It's kind of just to be like, oh hey, this wasn't like a 1 or 2 time thing. Like she was doing this for a while. Yeah. And then she's
up by her
also
toes or whatever.
Yeah, and then she's also like making it better for like the clients and trying to make it better for the women, and it's like, you know, like a feminist movement type thing. The boat stuff is just Mark Ruffalo crying the whole time.
No, but she's learning there too. She literally learns about philosophy, you know?
Yeah.
Or maybe the stuff in Peru? Get rid of that stuff?
But all of it probably like, so every location you could probably cut 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Minimum
like,
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Some locations you could cut 20, 30 minutes.
I mean, I don't know about that. You just said on like a whole section of the movie at that point.
I mean, it's almost like the movie was a little too long.
Yeah.
Like I get the whole like she's a baby, right? But like I needed her character to advance faster so that she gets to like better ideas, better stories.
Gets to actual ideas, you mean? That aren't just fuck.
I also wonder if like the other character we see like how slow it really is in a sense, because the other character like develops way slower, like because we're coming into her when she's already a 5, 6, 7-year-old brain.
No. She didn't even know how to talk. We came in and she was at 1.5, 2 maybe.
Yeah.
All she could say is pa was when we walked into the theater. She was definitely not 5.
That's
We saw her from basically inception. So we were a little late. We got caught up eating food, but we were 2 minutes late, maybe.
And I didn't watch back. Like I don't know.
Shit, I'll open that shit up right now. We may
I'm not gonna watch that shit back. You kidding me?
No, I gotta know. I'm a little curious. But like,
because the first scene is her just laying on like
being dead. Yeah.
You know, then it's like okay, or like she doesn't even say words like when we first see her. It's a little different. Like,
well, she wasn't saying words. Because when we walked in, she wasn't saying words. She was saying pa, and that's it.
Yeah.
But like,
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go. You were gonna ask something good.
But like, the thing is, like, I don't know. Do we want them to speed it up where you don't? Because then I think if you speed it up and like she has more thoughts or whatever, I feel like you don't really get the fact that this was a baby brain inside.
No, I don't need a ton of baby to fully understand.
Yeah,
and they tell me. It's like, it'd be different if they just showed you and didn't tell you, but they show you and they tell you, and they decide to let you know, like, hey, also, I know she acted like a baby earlier, but it is literally a baby brain, you know? So like, okay, did I need both? Probably not. No, like, if you did a good job at showing me, I didn't need the other one, right? But if you're going to tell me anyways, I don't need to see it as much early on. Okay, the movie opens with her killing herself. So we literally walked in and like we did not miss a ton.
Like they like re-show that scene though.
Yep, so they re-show it.
That's
this
another thing they could have cut.
The movie's a little bit of a mess. Just a little bit of a mess.
Okay.
Like it's the first 2 minutes is her standing on the bridge and throwing herself off the bridge.
2 minutes.
Yeah. Well, it's like 2 minutes is like
sense,
opening credit thingies, and it's like
okay.
it's really like 1:10 is her just standing there, and then it cuts to black and white, and she's at the piano, and that's
where we walked in.
Yeah.
We hear the piano playing, like
right.
But
she's not even talking; she's just banging the piano keys.
So when we walk in, we start hearing the noise already. Like that's the first thing we hear. Like, oh, it must have started already.
Yep.
So we literally it's when it shifted over is when we were walking in.
Yeah. All we missed was her killing herself, and they showed us the scene again anyways, so we really didn't miss much. Yeah, I don't know.
But also, too, the fact of us, like, like them telling us that they did the surgery or whatever is like because she's learning about
Well, but
it.
they have to say it because they didn't show that happening. They just showed her killing herself, and then now she's like bang 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 bang, and then that's it, right? So like,
So you still think it deserves a nom though, Joey or James?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the thing is, because I already see 2 movies on this list that I don't see as a nod, and my thing like this being number 10, like or 9, like
8.
and but no, I'm saying though, like if I
It's
would
better
have
than
like at least
Killers.
1 or 2 movies
yeah.
that I would like put in there. But like to me, this is like it's 10.
Wait.
Because the
Eric, are you watching the E one or are you watching ABC? You gotta watch ABC. It's on ABC.
Yeah, you're right.
Hi,
the carpet
Eric.
stuff.
You gotta search it.
It was.
I'm
It was,
telling you.
it was at the top here. That's why I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
clicked into
Well,
it.
that's because
Search
they have
Oscar.
the like they really talk about like the dresses
And then scroll
stuff
down to
like
the
that.
bottom, all the way. It's it's either one of those. They're both on ABC. So,
But like off the top, I can't think of like 3 movies that I'm like should have won Best Picture, and I'm sure they're out there. Like,
no,
don't get me wrong.
I think it's more so we just didn't see enough movies.
Yeah,
You know,
But I mean, I've saw some really good movies that I just also I'm just like, but they're so run of the mill.
oh, I can't
that
see
it's
nothing,
like,
Eric.
like this is gonna get the
You can't see anything?
No,
because it's different.
it's blank for you too, right?
Oh, I probably
James?
have to. Since I refreshed it, I probably have to do it
Oh
again.
yeah, I'm just seeing like Discord. Is that what we're
Maybe.
talking about?
Well, no, we were watching it completely legally and couldn't see it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I wish the movie was better though.
It's all
just-
black, right?
Yeah, it's all black.
So that's so weird. It literally let me do it, and now
Do
it's
just
not.
do just your screen. Yeah, I mean, I personally am okay with it not getting a nomination. I would like it. But like you said, I don't know what other movie I would rather put here, so it's fine that it's here. Like I wouldn't.
But then, can you still hear it though?
I no.
I was
Oh, I
hearing
can't
black screen.
I can't see it either. But like, I wouldn't fight somebody on it being here. Like I would fight somebody thinking that Belfast deserved a nomination. You know, like I really think Belfast didn't deserve it. Whereas this one, I'm like casually like, no, I don't think so. But
and
it's
I
fine.
can understand the argument with like even though I like Belfast is because to me
Right, the other
Belfast is
stream.
still a run of the mill period piece. It
Super
doesn't-
run of the mill. Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah.
And that's my thing where it's like this because it is more
It's
artsy
different,
because of the subject material. Like you every once in a while it's like okay, the fact
I
that
think it's
you
just
get
blocking
something
it, even though I'm using Firefox.
yeah.
probably the fact that they're doing
But
something
we,
so
but we were
different.
just watching it though. This is the thing.
It might be a
Yeah.
different. I mean, go to the E one again.
It makes no sense.
I agree.
Yeah. It could be like Eve, not, and so it could be like I wouldn't. I
Yeah,
don't
a
think
channel
it should be this.
specific one. Yeah.
But yeah, because Disney owns ABC.
What are you doing,
And,
Eric?
like,
E live
How
from
the
the red
fuck did
carpet,
I-
bro. Just click that.
Well, was that?
Yep, it's channel specific then. That
yeah.
sucks. We're just all gonna have to sign into the same account then and hope that
Yeah.
it lets us watch it. Or just make more fake ones.
Mhm.
Okay, let's wrap this up then so that we can
All right.
casually talk and figure this out as well. So what is it nominated for? I don't think it deserves best adapted screenplay. Is it nominated for cinematography? I think it deserves to be
I
there.
think costume design it deserves to be there.
Production design is there as well.
Supporting role for Ruffalo.
No way. No
Nah.
way.
Lead
Oscar
actress for Stone.
No, I don't think so.
No, not even her, man.
She
No,
was
I love her.
fantastic. She was fantastic in the
was-
second half, but the 1st
Mhm.
half she's just acting like a baby.
But
How's that
then,
even
though,
acting?
it's the fact that you're able to do it and it be like believable. I think she did. Like, do I think she's gonna win now? No, but leading up, I understand like why she's nominated because I still think it was a great performance because she did like age herself up and like do different like a
Sure.
perspective of a character throughout the movie.
Okay.
But does she win now? No. Like before I watched this, based on chatter, I was like, yeah, she's got it.
Yeah.
Now I would not know.
No way. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Is it best director on here too or no?
Original score.
Oh!
Yeah, directing is on there.
Directing is on here? I don't know about that.
Makeup and hairstyle.
It deserves that. Deserves
Got
the
a lot
nom
of-
anyways.
Editing.
thought the editing was fine. I don't know that it blew me away.
No,
It was fine.
production
I
design.
also don't think the makeup or hairstyling was anything special. He just had long hair the whole time.
No, I
But then you got to look
deserves more
at
of the costume.
You got to look at Willem Dafoe though.
yeah,
Like,
everybody's hair was pretty good.
Oh,
And the makeup on,
I forget
I
about
mean,
Willow.
or all the people who were stitched together too. I think it deserves
Yeah.
all the technical aspects. I think it deserves to be on the board.
Yeah, like even production design, because some of those like
The sets
like,
were crazy,
Some of
bro.
those
They
sets,
were
yeah.
they were dope. I thought they looked
Yeah.
great.
It looked cool, but the story wasn't there.
Yeah, it was not.
yeah,
Um,
and I think that's it. I think we got them all.
Yeah. All right, Eric, what are you giving it?
Middle of the road, 5 out of 10.
Oh,
Damn.
James.
It still blows my mind, like to me, because I don't look at 5. To me, 5 is like failure, but like the way you use it as middle, it always blows my mind because like I just don't look at it.
I
that
use
way.
it as middle as well.
So to me, like middle of the road is like a 7, and I think this movie is a 7.
Nah, 7 is
Yeah,
good.
that's such a fucked up
Wait, you
scale.
think this is a 7?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, he's
It's a
using school grades.
Yeah.
He's not
Yeah.
using the number and where it falls on a 0 to 10. He's using
Mhm.
school grades. So
You're
really,
using 5 to
he-
10.
yeah, he's really just using 5 to 10.
Mhm.
I think it's a 6. I think it's a 6 on a 0 to 10 scale, which means I
Yeah.
think it's better than average. Because it is.
Yeah.
I mean, just from the design alone is better than average.
Mhm.
I just didn't love it. And I wish
Nice.
I wanted to give this movie an 8. I went into
Yeah.
it hoping that this movie was going to blow my socks off. And instead, I just sat there and got sweaty.
Yeah,
It wanted to
thought
be
it was gonna
home.
be a- I thought it was gonna be a 9 movie. But also too, like in
God, can we just talk about Florence Pugh really quick? Are you not watching? Oh,
No.
man, I'm watching. Her dress is
Still-
fucking dope. Go ahead.
Yeah. I think though, like if you're comparing like directly towards like Oscar films and stuff, like I think it's easier to like give it like more hits to it. My thing is there's so many bad movies that are like really like 5s and 4s and stuff like that, and this is like just significantly
No,
better than
really
a lot
bad
of
movies are 1s and 2s.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, there's some
really bad
zeros out
movies
there.
are down on the bottom half of the list, which is where they
Mhm.
belong. But this is
Yeah.
just barely top half of the
Mhm.
list. This almost feels run of the mill, other than the nudity. Like if
Yeah.
they covered up some of the nudity, this movie would have been a 5 for me.
Mhm.
But
yeah, I mean, I just
they
think
took risks.
visually, design wise, like and all that stuff is just superior than like a lot of movies.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Tune back in for the Oscars. If you're watching the stream, we're live already at the Oscars. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.